Have you ever noticed that a raised voice, criticism, or feeling ignored can suddenly make you feel small, hurt, or anxious? Sometimes reactions like these are not only about the present moment, they can also come from experiences much earlier in life. Many emotional patterns we carry as adults were first formed when we were children. In psychology, this younger emotional part of us is often referred to as the inner child. Hi, and welcome to the channel where we explore spirituality, inner growth, reflection, and reconnecting with yourself. Today, we're gently exploring the idea of the inner child and how healing these early emotional parts of ourselves can bring deeper understanding and peace. The inner child is not a separate person inside you. It is simply the part of you that still carries the feelings, memories, and experiences from your early years. As children, we are still learning about the world and about ourselves. We are learning what love feels like, how emotions are expressed, and how safe or unsafe the world seems around us. During childhood, the brain and emotional system are still developing. Because of this, experiences during these early years can leave a very deep emotional impression. When a child receives warmth, patience, and understanding, they often grow up with a strong sense of safety and self-worth. But when a child repeatedly experiences criticism, rejection, neglect, or emotional distance, those experiences can quietly shape how we see ourselves and others. Often these patterns are not obvious at first, and they can stay hidden for many years, sometimes right into adulthood. For example, someone who was often criticized as a child may grow into an adult who is very hard on themselves. Even when we do something well, we may still feel that it is not enough. Some of us may have grown up in homes where emotions were not welcomed or understood, and as adults we may find it difficult to express our feelings or ask for emotional support. If we experienced frequent conflict or anger during childhood, we may become very sensitive to tension or raised voices, and even small disagreements can trigger feelings of fear or anxiety. These reactions are not signs of weakness. They are often simply echoes of experiences that happened much earlier in life. The inner child is the part of us that still carries those early emotional memories. And sometimes when certain situations arise, that younger emotional part of us reacts before our logical mind has time to understand what is happening. Many people begin to notice these patterns during deeper inner work, such as shadow work, or during periods of reflection when we begin looking honestly at our emotions and reactions. When we begin to explore our inner world in this way, it becomes quite common to discover that many of our emotional patterns were formed during childhood. Instead of ignoring those feelings, inner child healing invites us to approach them with love, patience, kindness, and compassion. So how do we actually heal our inner child? For many of us, it begins with something very simple: awareness. We begin noticing our emotional reactions with a little more curiosity and a little less judgment. Instead of criticizing ourselves for feeling anxious, hurt, or upset, we pause and gently ask a different question. Where might this feeling be coming from? Sometimes that simple question helps us recognize that the reaction we are experiencing today may be connected to something much older. This awareness can feel surprising at first, because many of these emotional patterns have been with us for so long that they simply feel like part of who we are. But gently recognizing where a reaction may come from is often the first quiet step toward healing. For example, we may notice that we feel afraid of disappointing others, and when we reflect on this, we might remember that, as children, we were praised mainly when we behaved perfectly. Over time, we may have learned that love or approval depended on getting everything right. Some of us may also notice that we feel uncomfortable expressing our emotions, and when we reflect on our childhood, we might remember that showing sadness or anger was discouraged or dismissed. These kinds of patterns are very common, and they are often the doorway into inner child healing. Once we begin to recognize where these patterns may have started, something important begins to shift. In a very real sense, Healing our inner child is about becoming the loving, patient, and supportive parent to ourselves that we may not have had as a child. One simple way we can begin is by learning to listen to our emotions instead of ignoring them. Many of us were taught, either directly or indirectly, to push our feelings aside, and over time, this can teach us to disconnect from our own emotional needs. Healing our inner child means slowly rebuilding that connection and allowing ourselves to recognize what we are truly feeling. For many of us, this may be the first time we have truly paused to listen to our own emotional needs. And even that small moment of listening can begin to create a sense of safety and understanding within us. If sadness appears, we allow ourselves to acknowledge it. And if fear or hurt arise, we recognize that those feelings may be trying to tell us something important. Another gentle practice is learning to speak to ourselves with kindness. Many times we discover that our inner voice is often very critical. We may say things to ourselves that we would never say to someone we love. Inner child healing invites us to begin changing that inner conversation. When we make a mistake, instead of harsh criticism, we can respond with patience and understanding. And just as a caring parent would comfort a child who is struggling, we begin to offer that same love and understanding to ourselves. Inner child healing is not something that needs to be rushed. Like any form of healing, it unfolds slowly through patience, awareness, and compassion for ourselves. Each small moment of understanding helps rebuild trust within our own inner world. It is often a gradual and deeply personal journey, one that unfolds gently over time as we learn to understand ourselves with more patience and compassion. In next week's video, we will explore a gentle inner child meditation designed to help support this process. And little by little, the younger parts of us that may once have felt unseen or unheard can begin to feel safe, loved, and understood. Until next time, love yourself deeply. If this resonated with you, please don't forget to like the video. You're also welcome to share your thoughts or experiences in the comments below. I love reading them, and if you enjoy this kind of content, please consider subscribing. It's completely free, and it helps support the channel. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. See you in the next one.